Today I'm going to show you a Google Maps lead scraper on n8n, which I built. So there's a common, like when I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on the Google Maps lead scrapers that has been made and the ones they're sharing, most of them would use the API, the official API for Google Maps, which is the Google Maps API, which you can get from Google Console and stuff. And so my first workflow, actually I think I have it here. Yeah, this is the old one, right? My first workflow, I got it off from the internet, and it used an HTTPS request for Google Maps API, and it's good. It gave everything, it even gave like ratings and the different ratings, but it had like two big issues. The first issue is that you can only get 20 leads from one search result, right? The maximum is 60, and to get 60, you have to add another node and more polls, and that's just not worth it. And 60 is not even like the max amount. Like what if you're searching for like every restaurant in a certain zip code? It could be over 100. You're not gonna get all of them. So that's really one issue. And then the second issue is it costs quite a bit. To get all the data, it costs quite a bit. I mean, you start with like a $300 free trial, but once that runs out, then you're gonna have to start paying. So that's obviously not the best workflow. So that's why I was searching around and I found this GitHub, and this guy made a free Google Maps scraper. And basically, I think how it works is that it opens a browser and it literally manually just clicks the buttons and grabs the data. For this, because I'm running my n8n on a VPS, I also put this on VPS on a Docker, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So I won't be teaching you how to do this. I won't be teaching you how to actually completely create this. If you have like a really experience with Docker and n8n, just watching this video should be enough for you to create it. But if you don't, I might make another video after this of me creating it. But this is basically just an explanation of how it works and how the workflow works. So before I start, let me show you the Google Sheets that basically runs everything. So I put all the zip codes, and this is for Melbourne. So I put all the zip codes of Melbourne. I just asked ChatGPT to give me every single zip code in Melbourne. Put it all in this sheet. And then for the niches I want to search up, I basically all have it on this sheet, and it's a bit messy now. Actually, we don't really need this column. I'm gonna delete that right now. And so original entry and clean maps query, it's because ChatGPT was giving like just names that wouldn't work that well in a query, so I asked it to clean it. So that's why there's these two. To be honest, you could get rid of this one. I just left it there because just in case something. And then this was offers, and this is just like basic offers that I asked ChatGPT to write up for each niche. And these aren't that useful because with my lead enrichment after this, I'll make up new offers. But basically, you have the zip code and the subcategories, right? And through this, I create a processing queue. And this processing queue, I actually made an n8n workflow to set it up, which is actually using Claude Code. And it basically gets all the zip codes and all the subcategories, and then it combines them, and then basically it matches each zip code with each subcategory, and creating a full list of processing queues for the workflow to slowly work through and increase our database. You can see we have a lot. I don't actually know when this list ends. We have like 64,000. Damn. Right, okay, so and then this is the queue setup, and then there's also I made another workflow, and this is actually to update the queue. And this is if you ever wanted to add like another subcategory to this, and obviously the queue would have it, so you have to use this queue update. Basically it gets all the existing queues and then finds the new subcategories and then appends it, which is quite useful. And then once each processing queue, right? So as you can see, scraped. So that means it scrapes all of the like architect firms in this zip number, right? And um, this GitHub repository that has the Google Maps scraper, basically it scrapes up to about I think 200, and it runs on my virtual server, and then it'll run in the workflow, and then it'll be put onto this leads Excel sheet. Google sheet. It's a bit messy because I was doing some enriching stuff and it increased the size of the columns. If I scroll down, yeah. So you can see we have a lot of leads, and this is incrementing every hour. You can make it every 10 minutes, but I put it every hour because we don't need it that fast. So yeah, as you can see, I can keep scrolling. This is actually how many leads do we actually have right now. We have 11,000 leads, right? And you can see it's all the different sub niches, and it just depends on the location. And yeah, it's working quite well. We have all the, let me go back to the top. We got the place ID, the title, like the company name, the website, which is really useful, the phone number. So if you're doing cold outreach, you can just instantly start calling people. The rating, which is good for like evaluating the business or telling them, hey, you have really low ratings, so we could improve that, and then clean URL, which is just the Google Maps URL. And then we have that's for the first 10 was actually, the first 20 was using the Google Maps API. We have the rating, the review numbers, and then the type of place it is, and the address. I think, we got longitude and latitude. So yeah, also there's a lot of different headers because I copied and pasted this sheet from someone else because I could not be bothered typing it all in. So we have all these leads, and that's basically all of the sheets with it that the workflow uses. Now I'll explain how like the workflow actually works. So we have a trigger every hour. I think based on like this guy, I think I found this actually on like a Reddit post, and he was saying that like 10-15 minutes is like probably the maximum you want to put it at, because if you put it any further, it uses your IP, right, to Google search these Google Maps. And if you put it really fast, obviously Google's going to be like, why the hell is someone searching Google Maps every 5 minutes, right? And then you're going to get IP banned. So if you put it every hour, then it's completely safe. And is it legal? Technically, it might technically not be part of Google's policy that you're scraping these through a headless browser. But it looks normal enough that it doesn't matter. And plus, ChatGPT and Perplexity are starting to scrape website data also in the same way. So Google can't really handle its regulations anymore. But basically, every trigger we get an existing queue. So this is from the processing queue, right? We get the one that's not scraped, and then with that we just set the query, which is basically the subcategory and in the zip, right? That's enough to actually just find the businesses there. And I just deactivated that. And then get offers is actually, I should probably delete this, but this is probably just get the offers so we can match the offers with the subcategory. And then we set that, and then with that information, with the query information, we do HTTP requests to the Docker, or this is currently on the VPS. If you're running this on your own computer, it'll be to your IP also, which you're hosted at. And basically, you set the query and you set the max places. I put 200, but that's the max. If you leave this away, it'll be default to 200. And then the language is English, and headless is just true. That's just the way the browser searches stuff. Doesn't matter that much. Basically, this will start the request. Actually, I could run it right now. And then basically, if there was no results, then obviously we just update the queue to already scraped and there was nothing there. I think this one, it's searching up. And if there is a result, it adds the lead. Really simple. Just adds a lead, matches all the data to the different columns that we get, and it updates the queue to being scraped. And that's it. And it just runs every hour. As you can see, it's been pretty successful. I don't know why there's errors. The only errors that happen is probably just server downtime, stuff like that. That's probably because I was running a lot of tests on a different workflow and it probably crashed the server. But yeah, that's basically it. There's this exponential backup stuff which I picked up from a different workflow, and it's basically if there's an error with trying to add the leads to the Google workflow to the Google Sheets, or just wait, like exponentially wait, like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, just sort of wait for maybe, because I think um Google just has some weird downtimes, which is kind of odd. It happens really infrequently, and I just copy and paste this, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. But that's basically it. That's how the Google Maps lead scraper works. And with this, you can get any business in any country and just keep scraping leads to infinity. If I put the zip codes for every single country in the world, I think I would have like a billion leads, and that would be kind of insane. But this is perfect if all you need is just a phone number. If you need the email or maybe like the owner's name, then that's when you got to start doing enriching, which I have created, and I might show that in the next video. Cheers.